Bhagwan Sri Shanmukha is a traditionally educated, initiated Shakta Shaiva Guru, a living Kaula Tantra Guru who has been teaching the Vedic, Agamic, Tantric, Yogic and Siddha sciences for over 40 years to students who come from across the world to learn from him. Tantra is a system which is a Guru Parampara system, whereas Jaggi Vasudev never studied under any Guru, he has no tradition, no lineage.
I have never studied any spirituality. I have not studied with anybody.
The teachings of goddess consecration, Devi, Tantra, Tantric Buddhism, Prana, etc. and martial arts is unique to Bhagwan Shanmukha. It is his upbringing and it is verifiable. Bhagwan Shanmukha was the first man to legally bring the martial art Taekwondo to India as early as the 70s. He studied martial arts from the age of 10. He is an expert in various systems of martial arts. His students are there in many countries like New Zealand, Australia, Malaysia, India, Singapore and the USA as well. Bhagwan Sri Shanmukha pays his respects to all his teachers and also his martial arts teachers in his books Divine Initiation and Third Eye of the Buddhist, published in 2001. In the 70s, he taught Taekwondo to students all over India. His students are teaching all over India even today. Bhagwan Shanmukha is very well versed with the Eastern cultures. Even later in his yoga school, Bhagwan Shanmukha used to talk about Bruce Lee and various systems of martial arts to his students. He has always practiced Thai boxing too, along with Taekwondo, and he has Thai boxing schools in Thailand. I too learnt martial arts from Bhagwan Shanmukha, and I told you this, Pratik. I told you this and the entire background of Bhagwan Shanmukha, and that he was the first person to bring Taekwondo to India, and you use this information cheaply and dishonoringly to evoke humor in this video by your colleague Meghnad, saying, "Teach me, O Sensei, teach me, O Great One."
The year is 1974. A guru named Rishi Prabhakar devised Siddha Samadhi Yoga in Bengaluru. A young Jaggi Vasudev came to him in Mysore and said, "Teach me, Sensei. Teach me your ways, O Great One." He learned this form of yoga.
You have deliberately omitted the fact that Jaggi met Parni Swami, who is Bhagwan Shanmukha, in the 80s in Mysore, and you have distorted the fact in this video by depicting that Jaggi met Rishi Prabhakar in 1974, whereas he actually met Prabhakar in 1984. Siddha Samadhi Yoga is not a form of yoga. It is a play of words put together by Rishi Prabhakar as a brand name for his fun club gatherings, and it has nothing to do with the Siddha Yogis. Secondly, Prabhakar himself has stated that he was initiated into the Transcendental Meditation program in July 1974 by his beloved teacher Elizabeth Morrison. So he definitely did not create the brand SSY in 1974. In fact, Prabhakar's story of the discovery of SSY makes obvious that he was experimenting with the SSY brand and its sales pitch even until 1996. The formulation of SSY, as stated by Prabhakar himself, was only after 1983. Therefore, when Jaggi met Prabhakar in 1984, Prabhakar was still experimenting with his newly created brand SSY and its programs. This clearly indicates that Jaggi, who was restless about marketing spirituality, was probably close to Prabhakar for a sales and marketing plan for the SSY brand. Nothing to do with authentic yoga and spirituality. Tomorrow I will put a few Sanskrit words together and start a brand. For example, Aghora Dhyana Yoga. Will you call it a form of yoga? I am appalled by your claim of investigative journalism. You were supposed to call me back and investigate, but you chose to indulge in a biased reporting. You have taken away the democratic right of the public to know the truth. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi and Rishi Prabhakar did not know physical system of yoga. They don't come from traditional systems of yoga. Teachers who come from yoga traditions are Tirumalai Krishnamacharya and his students Eugenie Peterson, popularly known as Mataji Indra Devi, K. Patabi Joyce, BKS Iyengar, TKV Desikachar, Srivatsa Ramaswamy, and A.G. Mohan. And on the other hand, Swami Sivananda Saraswati and his students, Vishnu Devananda Saraswati, Satyananda Saraswati, Swami Niranjanananda Saraswati. Yet another lineage is that of Swami Dhirendra Brahmachari, who gained fame as the yoga mentor of the late Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi and family. His successor Sri Bal Mukund Singh still carries on the tradition. There is also the lineage of Swami Kovalayananda, founder of the Kaivalya Dhama Health and Yoga Research Center at Lonavala, which he founded in 1924. They all come from traditions of yoga where they teach asanas, pranayama, etc. And this tradition is still going on in India. Whereas Maharishi Mahesh Yogi taught transcendental meditation, not physical yoga. Between the period of 1979 and 1981, Prabhakar had already moved away from Maharishi's TM practices, and he rather adopted Werner Erhard's training programs between the period 1981 to 1983. Prabhakar calls it the gift of EST, which he investigated from 1981 to 1983 through the Advanced Enlightenment Trainings of EST, says Prabhakar Raghavendra Rao. Prabhakar states in his chronology that it was later that he took up the creating course by Robert Fritz, and with this the formulation of SSY was complete, he says. Neither Robert Fritz nor Werner Erhard had anything to do with yoga. Basically, Prabhakar was all through creating a sales pitch for the SSY brand. Please remember that Prabhakar was a business management graduate who stated that Werner Erhard's EST program was his gift of seeing God everywhere. Whereas Werner Erhard was pointed out as a con man by Osho. Erhard came to study with Osho, but he realized that he could exploit the Indians who worshipped Westerners as they were strongly influenced by colonialism. Osho exposed Werner Erhard, saying, Werner Erhard is cowardly. Agreeing with the society is cowardliness, and he is an escapist. He escaped from his wife and children, from his parents, and remained for many years hidden behind a false name. He was selling encyclopedias, and that's where he learnt his whole business, how to sell encyclopedias. Erhard first came to India to study. He went around and met many people to see what would be appropriate for the Indian fools, and then he made a program for them. They are very happy, and there is no commitment. You just participate in the weekend and finished. You have become an EST graduate. You have simply become an EST whole, says Osho. Osho further exposed Werner Erhard, saying Werner Erhard was part of the market world. He was taking his EST from one hotel to another hotel around the country, then outside the country, and he was neither a philosophical man nor religious. He had registered EST as a corporation, a business corporation. This man selling encyclopedias was successful. He thought, even if I go on selling encyclopedias my whole life, how much am I going to get? He gave it a little serious thinking, and he said, if I can sell encyclopedias, why not do the real serious business of religion? Why not give people something which doesn't exist? Growth. Growth is just an American name for God. People are fed up with God. Enough is enough. They don't want to think about God. But growth, they immediately become interested. Just 2 weekends for $250 or so, and growth happens to you. So, this is the gift of EST that Prabhakar adopted and incorporated in his SSY brand. Werner Erhard was trying to diminish Osho. Prabhakar was trying to represent Werner Erhard in India and diminish Osho to get a ground support from people in the villages and towns. Prabhakar brought these training programs as fun club gatherings to the conservative circles of Karnataka in the brand name of Siddha Samadhi Yoga. Prabhakar has no background in Indian spiritualism at all. I have been to the SSY camps in the 90s. There is no physical yoga in SSY. People gather, play some relationship games, Deliberate laughing sessions, talks, and meditations are led by a so-called SSY teacher. Sometimes they visit nearby temples and indulge in raw food retreats, which goes against the science of Ayurveda. In fact, SSY was chosen as a brand name to counter and coincide with YSS, that is Yoga the Satsanga Society, again just another society and not a traditional system of yoga. Look at this video. This is what Rishi Prabhakar taught.
ಬಲಗೈ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ವಿಶ್ರಾಂತಿಯ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ನೇರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಉಸಿರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಚಿನ್ ಲಾಕ್, ನೆಕ್ ಲಾಕ್, ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಲಾಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ. ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ದ ANS ಲಾಕ್ ಆನ್.
This is what Rishi Prabhakar taught under the brand SSY. There are a lot of flaws in this which are detrimental to health. Those details on another day. Please note that Parani Swami, who is Bhagwan Shanmukha, is an authentic guru from an unbroken tantric tradition of centuries, and he has met Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Jittu Krishnamurti, Osho and other such teachers. He has met them, interacted and discussed with them at length. The music band Beatles, who were direct disciples of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, never did physical yoga. In fact, George Harrison left Maharishi Mahesh Yogi and became the most prominent devotee of the Hare Krishna because he probably realized that Swami Srila Prabhupada's spiritual tradition is more authentic to India than Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Rishi Prabhakar, Osho or Jittu Krishnamurti, none of them are martial artists or tantrics or Buddhists or gurus. They are not formally educated in any of these traditions. Bhagwan Shanmukha is the first person to explain all these profound concepts such as prana, Devi, goddess consecration, tantra, tantric Buddhism, femininity and divine femininity, Shivaratri and the topic on Bruce Lee, etc. in his lectures to students for over 40 years and in his published works. Jaggi is not a martial artist, a tantric or a Buddhist. There is nowhere else in the world for Jaggi to flick exactly these concepts which Bhagwan Shanmukha has been sharing with his students in his lectures and published works. Later, Jaggi tried to use the name of Malladihalli Swami as a guru for himself because the question of lineage comes up all the time in India to see if the guru is authentic or not. Jaggi never learned or practiced any yoga or spirituality. He only got some group photos clicked attending some SSY camps. Are these yoga photographs? Isha's Angamardana is a fabrication. No such yoga exists in the Yoga Shastras. We have already released a video about this in the channel Guru of Sadguru on 19th March 2021. Please watch this video and it will be obvious to all that Jaggi Vasudev is a fake yogi. We are aware that a monetary deal has been made between Jaggi and a couple of American guys who were expelled from Bhagwan Shanmukha's ashram. These guys ran away stealing 3 external hard drives of Bhagwan Shanmukha which had his audio, video recordings and his private lecture notes. These are evil-minded people who live in a fictional world of their own. Like Jaggi, they can't deal with their dark side and shadow areas and therefore they indulge in gang politics. The truth is that Jaggi is running a cult implicated in crime. In Bhagwan Shanmukha's class, you have to confront your ego and seriously deal with it. Whereas in Jaggi's fake yoga ashram, they can fully express their ego as Isha Yoga teachers and be in the false limelight of Isha Ashramites. Whatever profound concepts that Jaggi presents in his clips to dazzle the audience are from the life's works of Parani Swami, who is Bhagwan Shanmukha Anantanatha. Jaggi's blind devotees online and offline never realize how he convinces them of his so-called superior knowledge without reading the Bhagavad Gita or Mahabharata or the Vedanta or the Upanishads or the Vedas or the Yoga Sutra. This is because Jaggi flicks from the book Divine Initiation, written by Bhagwan Sri Shanmukha, edited by Ma Christina, published as early as 2001, and Jaggi flicked from the videos and lecture notes of Bhagwan Sri Shanmukha. Pratik Goyal, your avoidance in reporting the truth raises serious questions about your journalism. I have no faith in your outfit, News Laundry, anymore because of your lack of integrity. To the public, I would like to say that as long as spirituality is just a tourism, entertainment or political agenda, there will be a charlatan like Jaggi Vasudev to hoodwink you. The responsibility lies with each one of us to be informed and aware of the truth. We are grateful to all of you who have liked and shared our videos and subscribed to our YouTube channel Guru of Sadguru. We don't monetize from any of our videos, nor do we promote through advertisements. Therefore, the only way that the truth can reach many people is through you. Please do subscribe, like and share our videos. Thank you.